Hi everybody, this video here is going to go over how you would go about adding new sales tax jurisdictions to the software. In the United States and a lot of different municipalities, it's a law that you have to charge the sales tax of the location of where you're delivering. Internationally, it's pretty simple. It's mostly using the GST or the HST taxes, and they're pretty straightforward. But unfortunately, like where I'm from in Ohio, we had to charge the sales tax for the jurisdiction we are actually delivering to. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to show you how to go about adding a new jurisdiction. In a lot of places that we deliver to, you actually have to deliver to whatever the city tax rate is. And the city tax rate is accumulation of the state, the county, and the city. So you could have multiple different type of sales tax jurisdictions, but you can set all those up in Cool Running and have reporting to tell you how much taxable, non-taxable sales and taxable is collected in those jurisdictions. Okay, so to add a new sales tax area, what you want to do is you want to go to Admin, and you want to go to Data Warehouse, and you want to go to Sales Tax Areas. Now I'm going to create a new sales tax area, and you can see here this is my sandbox, my sample base here, and I'm going to create a new one. And I'm going to go back to my hometown in the hometown where I'm from, and I'll just add one that way. And I'm going to call this Tilton. I'll just call it Northfield. I'll just call it Tilton Northfield. Sales tax. Okay, and I'm just going to say the default sales tax is 0.10, 10%. Okay, now you can see all these unused rates here. This is something that we might be doing in the future, so you can ignore all these unused rates. Now we have another piece over here called distributions. Now you don't have to do this, but it's a piece that we added in the software to help with being able to break it down a little bit. So if I go over here to distributions, sorry, I got to save that first. I'm sorry, you do have to put zeros into all those rates. I apologize. Save. Okay, so now that's in there. Tilton Northfield sales tax. Okay, so now we can go over to distributions. Now you can see here's all the unused. Don't worry about the unused, but go over here to distribution, and we're going to go to New Hampshire. New Hampshire doesn't have a sales tax, by the way, so this is just an example. And I'll say that's 0.06. And then I'm going to put in the county, which was God, I forgot the name of my county I'm from, but that's okay. I'll just call it Cuyahoga. It's Merrimack County. There it is. Merrimack sales tax, and I'll say that's only 0.02, and then I'm going to put in Tilton Northfield sales tax. This is going to give you an accumulation of the three. Now, as long as that adds up the point, as long as this, I'm going to put this on. Yeah, as long as this adds up all right, then this will work. Okay, and now I can save this. So now that I have the Tilton Northfield sales tax that's been added, it has a distribution method. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you an example of what I mean by distribution. So looking inside the sales tax rates here, I'm going to click on Lorain County as an example in Ohio. And you can see right here under this distribution, I have two. Now, with this right here, I can go in my reports. And I can say, okay, we have a report in here called the tax liability summary. And I'm going to go from the beginning of 2020 to the end of 2020, which happens to be the last year that I have my sales tax. And I can go around to Lorain County, and I'm going to run this report. Now, you're going to see in this report, total sales, non-taxable, taxable. And you can see right here it has the Lorain County sales tax at 2%. That's what was collected, and the Ohio State sales tax with a total. So this gives you kind of a total of everything. Okay, so that's basically how to go about adding the new sales tax rate. And then, of course, once a sales tax rate is added, you can go into any respective customer and set it up properly to that correct sales tax rate under the billing tab. You can see right down here, there's the sales tax region area that it's in. Okay, so if you are importing into like a QuickBooks Online or something like that, it's kind of important to make sure you get that correct sales tax jurisdiction set up correctly. Now, that gives you partial of the way, but you do need to make sure that the mapping is correctly to upload into your accounting software. So going back into one of these examples here, I'm going to go back into one of my old examples for my ice company. I'm going to Admin, Data Warehouse, Sales Tax Areas, and I'm going to choose Cuyahoga once I find it. Well, we did Lorraine County. Lorraine County is fine to use. All right. Now down here, the extended properties. This is important. This is how we know where it's going to upload into whatever accounting software. And this is where I help you set it up, the mapping. Okay, this right here was used to upload into QuickBooks Desktop. You don't need as much information as this with QuickBooks Online. You don't need as much as this for MyOB or Xero or things like that. But in order to make sure that it uploads into your accounting software properly, we have to set up the mapping properly. This piece right here is what I would personally help every company with to make sure the mapping is set up correct. Okay, so that is adding a new sales tax area. Any questions? Contact Core Running Software. Thank you.